Hello guys, this is teacher Danny. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to study another English topic, especially the modal verbs 1. Okay, how to make sentences using the modal verbs. So let's start with the most important characteristics. So a modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that expresses possibility, necessity, obligation, so on. Okay, they are helper verbs in combination with other verbs to assist in stating tone, tense, condition, voice, and mood. The features and characteristics. We have three important characteristics in this topic. The first one is that most modal verbs cannot be used in past or future tenses. They are used in present tense commonly, okay? But be careful, most. The number two is, when used in third person present tense, modal verbs do not have s, es, or ies ending. So this is a very good part of the topic, okay? The number three, use not to make negative sentences in almost all cases, okay? So take it in mind, to make the negative form, with the exception of have to, we use only not after the modal verb to make the negatives. Okay, let's study the grammar structures. The grammar structures are really simple. We need to take in mind that the affirmative one is subject, modal verb, verb infinitive, this is the normal verb, and the complement. The negative is subject, modal verb, not, we add not after the modal verb, plus verb infinitive or normal verb and the complement. In the question, we need to make a change. If you compare this one, we change this, and first we add the modal verb after the subject, plus the normal verb, and complement and question mark. Alright? And the negative question is modal with negative, especially with the contraction, plus subject, plus verb in infinitive, plus complement, plus question mark. We have some examples. Let's analyze them. Children must help parents with house chores. Los niños deben, this must is the modal verb deber, deben ayudar a sus padres con los quehaceres del hogar. Okay? Now, the example in the negative one, that is children mustn't help parents with the house chores. Los niños no deben, so we add the contraction in here, mustn't is the same than must not. No deben ayudar a sus padres con los quehaceres del hogar. According to the question form, we say, must children help parents with the house chores? ¿Deben los niños ayudar a sus padres con los quehaceres del hogar? So remember that we have the short positive and short negative option, and here we say, yes, they must, or no, they mustn't. Okay, in Spanish, this is sí, in no. Okay, this is the minimum part. And in the negative question, we say, mustn't children help parents with house chores? ¿No deben los niños ayudar a sus padres con los quehaceres del hogar? So they are the examples. So let's analyze the modal verbs that we are going to study in this opportunity. The first one is can. Can. That means in Spanish, poder, and it's used for referring abilities, okay, or talents. Example. Ostriches can't fly, but eagles can. Las avestruces no pueden volar, pero las águilas sí. Number two, may. May is used for poder, but the difference with the previous one is that may is used for permissions. Okay? So the example is, Mom, may I help you with the dishes? Mamá, ¿puedo ayudarte con la loza, con los platos? The number three is should. Should. That in Spanish is debería, it's used for advices. So the example in this one is, you should be happy, we won the race. Tú deberías estar feliz, ganamos la carrera. The number four is must. That means deber. It's used for duties. The example in this one is, I must not disrespect the authorities. I must stay home. Yo debo o no debo y respetar a las autoridades y debo quedarme en casa. Okay? We continue with the number 5, that is have to. Remember that have normally is tener, but have to is the modal verb tener que. for obligations. The example in this one is, you have to wake up early if you want to get the concert tickets. Tú tienes que despertarte temprano si tú quieres obtener las entradas para el concierto. The number 6 is had better. That means in Spanish, más vale que o mejor tal cosa. Okay, it's to refer better options for things. So the examples are, oh, it's late. I had better go to the school. Es tarde. Como que mejor me voy para el colegio. The other is, it's dangerous. You had better ask first. Es peligroso. Será mejor que preguntes primero. Finally, we have a particular exercise to review the rules. So we are going to analyze some sentences that contain some mistakes according to those rules. Okay, so let's analyze the number 1. They can play in the park after the quarantine. The idea is that you remember that we cannot use will with can, because it means like podrán, so we cannot say that. So the correction for this one is, they will be able to play in the park after the quarantine. Alright, so we use will be able to, and we cannot say will can. This is another modal verb, right? So let's analyze number 2. It must eats all the food. Remember that in this part, we cannot apply any conjugation to the verbs. We cannot say eats. So the correct option is to say, I must eat all the food. The normal verb goes with any conjugation. Let's analyze the other one. He can sweep really fast. In this case, we cannot add any conjugation to the modal verb. So this is not possible. The correct answer is, he can sweep really fast. So the can goes normally. The other one, she could do it if you say please. This is the same situation. This is another modal verb and we cannot use it with the letter S. So the correct answer is, she could do it if you say please. Alright? The other one is, I don't must go out of my house during the curfew. Remember that with must, we need to make negative sentences using not after the modal verb. So this is not possible to use don't in here. We need to say I mustn't or I must not go. Okay, so I mustn't. It is not possible to say don't must. And finally, after this one, we have this example. She isn't should leave. So I am trying to express a negative sentence, but I cannot use isn't with should. So this is the mistake in this part. So the correct form to say it is, she shouldn't leave. Okay? She shouldn't leave home without a surgical mask. And we have finally one of the most important. We have the modal verb have to. But to make it the negative sentence, we cannot use not in this part. So we need to say, we don't have to. So this is the only exception according to the modal verbs that we studied today when we use don't or doesn't. In the other modal verbs, we say should not, must not, cannot, may not, okay? But in have to, we use don't or doesn't to write or to express the negative actions. Alright, so that's all for today, my friends. Thanks for watching my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you like it. Goodbye.